We're designing Pokemon Goldilocks, the perfect Nuzlocking ROM hack, and today I'm tackling the Toxic problem. Toxic is an absolutely iconic Pokemon move, but also a problematic one. It inflicts a condition similar to Poison, but doubles its percent health damage every turn. If you spent much time on a single showdown ladder before Generation 8, you are probably aware that this move used to be learned by almost every Pokemon. By the end of Generation 7, out of the 721 Pokemon that existed at the time, only 16 did not learn Toxic. Tragically, this list includes 2 poison types. When you consider that Protect, the other half of the infamous Toxic Stall combo, is also nearly ubiquitous, you run into a problem. If you were to come up with a truly optimal moveset for a Pokemon with defensive or even just generally mediocre stats, these 2 moves are very likely to be there. Toxic Protect can make a Pokemon which is usually abysmal slightly more useful, give an identity to Pokemon with blobby stat blocks who otherwise wouldn't really have one, or provide a powerful offensive tool to defensive powerhouses. But in game design, if the solution to a multitude of problems is the exact same tool, you've done something wrong. And to their credit, Game Freak addressed this. In Generation 8, the list of Pokemon who could learn Toxic was drastically reduced. The new set of Toxic learners includes mostly poison types, some dark types, and a few other Pokemon in there who thematically make sense, like those based on amphibians or those with stinging tails. Personally, I love this change. It makes sense not only thematically, but also from a game design perspective. And that's why, even though the Goldilocks is based on Gen 4, it will use the more exclusive, modern Toxic Learn set. Not only does this mean that the player will know exactly which enemy Pokemon to be afraid of, since many of the bosses in our ROM hack will have custom sets, it could also motivate them to actually run a poison type of their own, which was less likely before since they are usually not statted all that well. Which, in my opinion, is good news for everyone. Except maybe Delcatty and Ledian. But don't worry, we'll show them some love eventually.